first. Walk, man. Tell him to get up. Walk slow. Walk fast. Let him sit. Let him sit, man. Let him sit. Let him sit.
Yeah. Who the fuck told you his name? You being gentle as shit.
DC The Voice, Alabama Prisoner Profiles. What's going on with y'all, man? Make sure y'all continue to like, subscribe, share the content, leave a comment, send the super thanks in the comment section. Make sure y'all continue to bless that Cash App and the PayPal, $Bama Prison Files with 2 S's, man. Say, man, I appreciate all the well wishes from y'all. I'm getting over the COVID. I say I'm about 80-90% better, back to normal. I appreciate y'all checking up on the kid, man. Y'all realer than some of these people I know in real life, man. Gotta watch for snakes, keep the grass cut. I appreciate y'all. First order of housekeeping, I want to shout out that boy Gary Hayward, aka the corruption officer. If y'all hadn't checked bro out, y'all need to check bro channel out. Former Rikers correctional officer. Got caught with the work up there, ended up doing some time. Now he's got a channel and a book out. Y'all check bro out. Shout out to bro who subbed to the channel. Shout out Patricia Hernandez for the $5 Cash App donation to the platform. You already know what it is, baby. I appreciate you. You already know what it is. Speaking of that, the membership is that little join button next to the subscribe button. If you're looking at the channel homepage, you must be logged into your YouTube account and be subscribed in order for that button to pop up. Boom. Y'all check that out. Join the membership. Next point. Shout out to that boy, Davion Clark, the first to join the membership, man. Shout out to you, bro. Bro already know what it is. Me and bro been chopping it up in the DM with some ideas and stuff like that. Shout out to him. First person to cop the membership. Like I said, that shit $2 a month. You feel me? Y'all been down. Y'all been riding. Y'all feel like it's worth it. Go ahead and do that, man. Cause I'm finna probably put the first story up before the end of this week on there. Y'all gonna be hurt when you can't watch that shit. Now, lastly, this man Pitbull's luck is damn near angering. Like this man finally called me the other day and was like, "What's up, bro? This and that." And he's told me, first of all, right, the jailers recognize him from the channel and the TikTok and shit. "Ain't you Pitbull from Alabama Prisoner Profiles?" He said, "Hell no, man, that ain't me." He said, "Yeah, the fuck it is. That is you. That is you." He said, "Man, who runs that?" He's like, "That's my partner channel, man. Don't even worry about it." Man, so this man tells me about his case to chill. I'm like, "So what's going on?" He said, "DC, man. So, man, I'm in here, you know, took me 9 days to detox, get right, you know what I'm saying? And I'm talking to this dude and he's like, Pitbull, you believe in God?" I'm like, "Shit, not real, man. I believe in some shit I can see," you know what I'm saying? He was like, "Well, shoot, man, next time you go off in the cell while you're alone, just go ahead and give it a prayer, man. Go ahead and just pray a little bit. It won't cost you nothing. Just go on in the cell, just you and the Lord. Give it a little prayer, man. It won't cost you nothing. See what it does for you." He said, "All right, man, I'll do it." He said, "They say I go in the cell, and this, I swear to God, this is how I go in the cell. Like, dear Lord, if you real, go ahead and fuck with me right here. Go ahead and fuck with me this one time, God. If you real, show me something." Man comes out the cell. He says, next day, boom, surprise court date. Boom. They ain't got shit on him but the eluding. They gon' give him a year for that shit and run that shit concurrent with the 15 he's already staring down the barrel of and put his ass back out here on community corrections. I said, bro, your ass is just fucking, he's like, I'm finna have to sit in here to about the 12th. That'll be 30 days for a little dunk or whatever, for my little tap on the ham. I'm finna be out this bitch. And I said, wow, bro, which that is great. So shout out, bro. Folks is about to be back on the streets causing hell. Lord, dear willing, Lord, you know what I'm saying, gets it right and does right. We gonna have some more content coming back at y'all from him. And he also wanted me to let you guys know he appreciates all the free him in the comments and shit that you guys, guess some of y'all kept Pitbull in y'all's prayers. So shout out to y'all. All right, that's the end of housekeeping. I'm sorry. Now today, man, we have a lawsuit that has been filed really back in November. Heard about this story when it first happened, but I wanted more information. And a prisoner that was placed on Unalive Yourself watch has been unalived by another prisoner that was in the same cell on crisis watch, crisis alert, whatever you want to call it. Let's hop right in there right now, man. Suicidal after being denied parole, 44-year-old Christopher Mount found himself placed in a small prison cell with a man serving time for strangling a woman. His cellmate told a guard he would unalive Mount if they didn't separate the two, the family lawsuit claims. The guard did not intervene, the suit alleges, not even as Mount was being beaten and strangled to the point of being unalived. Mount had served 17 years on his 30-year sentence for armed robbery, assault, burglary, theft, and drug charges. He had stayed in touch with his children and hoped to be released one day. After Mount was denied parole in 2021, his mental health deteriorated and went downhill. He became, I don't know, what's another word for unaliving yourself, idle. According to the complaint filed by his relatives, Brittany Lee Mount and Christy Michelle in federal court in November. The family members are suing Correctional Officer Jimmy L. Brayboy Jr., alleging he ignored warnings and failed to prevent Mount's death. The Alabama Department of Corrections and the Alabama Attorney General's office, which is representing Brayboy, said they could not comment on the case. In his answer to the suit, Brayboy said he did not act in indifference in Mount's death and claim immunity as a state official. Quote, plaintiff is unable to establish any causal connection, legal or proximate, between the action or inaction of Officer Brayboy and the injury or damages alleged in the complaint or for which relief is sought, his answer states. According to the suit, Mount was on Unalive Yourself watch in a segregation cell in B-Dorm of the Easterland Correctional Facility in Barber County. The suit says he shared the cell with William Smith, 48, serving 37 years for murder. Now, who is this William Smith gentleman? Let's rewind back to 2018. A Tennessee man has been charged with murder and brought back to the Coleman County Detention Center in connection with the death of a woman in March. William Lynn Smith, 43 at the time, of Gibson County, Tennessee, was charged with murder after Coleman Police Department detectives completed an investigation and reviewed autopsy reports in the death of Jenny Kent, who was also from Tennessee, said Coleman Police Sergeant Scott Sanford. Smith and Kent dated on and off, had been staying in Coleman County a few months when her death occurred at the Days Inn on U.S. Highway 278 in Coleman on March 25th, Sanford said. Quote, at the time she was found, she was no longer there and had returned to Tennessee, or he was, Sanford said. Quote, we began our investigation and ordered an autopsy. After we collected evidence and reviewed a lot of the information, we had warrants issued for his arrest. Sanford declined to comment on the cause of death until the case was further reviewed by the Coleman County DAs. Quote, my opinion is there's an argument between Smith and the victim and she lost her life, Sanford said, and the cause of death turned out to be strangulation. So dude been choking motherfuckers out. Dude been, you know what I'm saying, doing that to folks. Back to present day. Quote, as a matter of policy, Inmates placed in the segregation cell are to be monitored continually by correctional officers to ensure inmate safety, the suit says. On May 10th of last year, the suit says, quote, Smith warned Brayboy that he, Smith, or Mount would need to be moved from the segregation cell, and if this did not happen, he, Smith, would unalive Mount. The suit alleges Brayboy walked away, then Smith attacked Mount. The lawsuit claims Brayboy knew Mount was being strangled and attacked and did nothing. Quote, for several minutes, Smith violently assaulted Mount and eventually strangled him to death without intervention from Brayboy. According to the suit, Mount was taken to the infirmary and declared unalive that day. Quote, Mount's injuries and death were the direct and proximate result of Brayboy's deliberate indifference and his conscious disregard of the serious risk of harm to Mount, the lawsuit claims. In his answer to the suit, in addition to denying the claims of deliberate indifference, Brayboy also disputes the date of the incident. He alleges it occurred on May 14, 2023. Less than a month later, Smith was also found unalive and alone in his prison cell, and his death was ruled a suicide, according to the Alabama Department of Corrections. Claude, have mercy. So we got several things going on here, right? We have Mr. Mount on unalive yourself, watch, suicidal in a crisis cell. Why are there two people in a crisis cell? Right? I remember when this happened all those months ago, looking at Facebook posts, I'll try to put some up of regular prisoners with phones commenting in the group saying, you know, there shouldn't be two people in the crisis cell. This is a normal practice of them. Some shit they be doing allegedly, apparently, that, you know, they're clearly not supposed to be doing. And then dude telling you, I'm finna do that to bruh if you don't get him out of this cell. You know what I'm saying? Only thing I was wondering about here is like how long and how much of a fight did Mr. Mount put up, you know what I'm saying? Dude, it looked like, you know, dude didn't look like be pretty. Damn near, even to me looking at the pictures, it looked like Mount would have gotten the best to do, but who knows, you know what I'm saying? Can't judge that based on that, right? And now we have a lawsuit, yet another lawsuit to add, you know, just tack it on. They said, I saw an article yesterday that said since the federal lawsuit has started from the United States versus the state of Alabama, 1,000 prisoners have died on the Alabama Department of Corrections watch. And article the other day, the numbers that they're going with are around 325 deaths last year. Somebody commented on one of the videos I saw earlier this week and was like, yeah, Alabama might be worse than San Quentin, Pelican Bay. I'm like, you're comparing an entire state to two facilities as a whole. And I replied and I was like, them folks don't want these problems that we got going on here. You know what I'm saying? You got controlled chaos out there on the West Coast. Now they say, you know, that helps so much with the segregation to keep the violence down versus uncontrolled chaos here in the state of Alabama. And I think I told the chick, you know, we got over 300 deaths last year. I'm not even in the mood to look up Cali's numbers, but I already know the shit ain't nowhere near it. So, you know, I just didn't bother, but crazy. Anyway, man, y'all let me know what y'all think about this in the comment section. Get that membership, y'all. First video going up probably the end of this week. Like, share, subscribe, super chat, super thanks, Cash App, PayPal. Y'all make sure y'all mess with them other socials too, man. And once again, if you want to come on the show, feel free. You know what I'm saying? I'm really getting annoyed reading all these I was locked up here. I worked for here. This one woman. Yeah, I got a lot to say about staying, but shit, I'm gonna just keep my mouth shut as a former employee. Like, come on the show and be part of the solution as opposed to staying silent about what you went through or witnessed and continuing to be a part of the problem. And that goes for inmates, former, current staff, nigga. DC the Voice, Alabama Prisoner Profiles. Out the gate.